That is good banter.
Oh, Timothy.
Oh, what a start.
Sargent.
Oh, wow.
What a start to the pod. Just anyone driving's just smashed into the barrier on the Monash, or they've hit a tree.
Cop that. That's what you want in your...
You love it.
That's what you want in your pod. A burp in the first 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's only uphill from here, mate. Uphill.
That burp was straight out of that was a foot long sub, that one.
Okay, so what? Run us through your sub process. You you pick the bread first. What are you going for?
Well, first of all, I usually walk into the joint, look around, and think,
good.
"Fucking hell, how could this place be any dirtier?" Like, geez, are they just not cleaning up?
I think
there's shit everywhere these days.
Any fast food joint these days, like you go into, on the road. You get on the road and you go to those. The ones where there's a servo, there's a Hungry Jack's, there's a Porto's or something. You go in there, it's like a fucking brothel.
It looks
like a brothel's a cleaner. I don't know where that term. Well, I've only really been in. Okay, anyway,
I'd prefer to eat on the bed of a brothel.
Oh, I'd rather eat off the hooker after she's been in there for half an hour with a bloke.
Off a prostitute at 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning,
and not
Grand Prix weekend.
Yeah,
I'm talking
and a street hooker.
Oh yeah, except they don't have beds.
No, well, you just eat off the
stomach,
off her stomach in the car that you've.
Wherever.
Anyway, where do they take them?
Oh, cars.
Mainly.
Cars.
That's it.
Yeah, I think if you're
a shitty hotel, can you pay for like a shit? Or would they have a little? Yeah, where do you bang them?
If you're spending $18 on the sexual act, you're not spending $1,000 on a penthouse.
No, it's not really a Julia Roberts situation there, is it?
No, it's
Pretty
not.
Woman.
But
I don't think so.
Yeah, so to answer your question, walk into the subway, have a little bit of light banter with the girl behind the what would you call it? The sandwich artist.
Yeah, the sandwich artist.
I have a chat with the sandwich artist.
Oh yeah.
Then I usually go the Italian herb.
Yeah, I'm an Italian herb guy.
The other brown one's too fucking brown. It just looks like a big shit.
Big cable.
A big nutty shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always the Italian herb. And I like to keep it simple. I used to go like a chicken breast or meatballs, but now just give me the ham.
Just ham?
Just give me ham. All the pretty much all the veggies except your pineapple. That is fucking insane.
Maybe the salads.
What did I say?
Oh, veggies.
Your mashed
potato.
potato.
Can you put a bit of roast pumpkin on my ham sub? Can you put some...
well, some of them might be vegetables.
They might be. Can you put some zucchini?
I'd say they would all be vegetables.
No,
well, either fruit or vegetables. Lettuce, vegetable.
That's a salad. Fruit or veggie.
If you're either a fruit or a veggie.
Yeah.
Salad, I mean...
Yeah, technically. Is it a fruit or... It's not a fruit.
So it's a vegetable. Lettuce, vegetable. Capsicum, vegetable.
Yeah.
Cucumber, vegetable.
It just sounds weird.
It did sound a bit odd.
Most people say salad.
I must admit, it did sound a bit odd. But and then just drown that shit in mayonnaise, bit of salt and pepper, and before I have a chance to
get a cookie.
Oh, I normally do, but yeah, Mum was waiting out in the car, so I didn't want her seeing that I'm a bloody bit of a pig. And
it's only one cookie.
Yeah, it's just a cookie.
Just let your mum waiting out in the car, mate.
I'll put the windows down.
Okay, she's like a dog just licking the window.
Has
she made the cucumber slop since you've been here? Oh, she doesn't. No, it's Tam's mum.
That's Tam's mum.
Yeah,
that's cucumber salad.
Oh yeah.
Or cucumber vegetable, whatever.
Yep.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So pretty standard the Subway, but geez, they don't burp well because that little bit of onion. Fuck, you don't need much onion to get the burps nice and ripe, do you?
No, it's a bit like garlic.
Yeah.
You don't need a heap of garlic for it to really bloody fuck up your next day.
And just a molecule of asparagus to affect the scent of your urine.
Yeah, I haven't really noticed that. I've been on the asparagus lately because I'm still batching, and I bought. Well, you get a bunch of asparagus, and that'll last you 4 nights. A whole bunch of asparagus. You can't eat like a whole plate of asparagus.
No, and you haven't noticed your piss changing.
Not really.
Maybe your penis is too long and it sort of hangs.
It's straight in the water.
Mine's nice and short. It's sort of up near my nipples.
Yeah.
So I can really smell the pee coming out, and it's strong as an ox.
Yeah.
But, all right.
Subway is one of those ones where it's sort of, I don't think it is that healthy, but out of everything, it seems like, well, I think the bread's a bit sugary, isn't it? Is that,
well, if
is
you
that
ever
the rumour?
Well, if you ever see them put it in that, you wouldn't call it baking it. They put in that sort of machine.
Oven thing.
That oven thing. But when they put it in there, I mean...
It's all a bit doughy.
It's not great.
And you look at the chicken fillet pieces they use and Jesus Christ, it's straight out of... where do they serve that? It's like...
that's prison stuff.
Oh, that's
prison cafeteria stuff. The lettuce is white, so I reckon they only have the heart.
The stump. They use the stump.
Just the stump.
The middle stump part.
The tomatoes are fucked.
And well, that's the thing, and they don't really overload you on tomato. They give you 2 little bits of tomato, call it a sandwich, and there you go.
Well, I don't normally do this, but I like my cucumber, and so a foot long. How many bits, 50 cent, size of a 50 cent piece of cucumber would you expect to get in a foot long?
Well, I know what I'd expect, but what I wouldn't mind is maybe 10.
Yeah, I got 3.
Jesus.
And I don't normally do this. I said, look, Cheech.
Chong.
Cheechy Chong. Any chance you can give us a couple?
Yeah, is this coming out of your pocket? Yeah. Is this your fucking franchise? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
Because if it were, you'd be dressing a little better than you are.
Bloody oath.
So anyway, so she chucked a couple of extra bits on there, but
she should. They don't mind what they lack in salads. They make up in fucking mayo. It's fucking sweet. They do about 10 drive-bys with the bloody mayo. Yeah. You go, can we try and save a bit of money on mayo and the sauce and bloody get a bit more salad?
Yeah, it's not hard to work out what's expensive and what's not.
Well,
and the mayo is obviously cheap as chips because they are fucking drowning your sub in that white shit.
They are.
Anyway, I ate the sub and happy days. So plenty to talk about.
First thing, mate, huge congratulations. Mate, can I shake your hand?
Okay.
I'm shaking it. There it is. Cold, clammy hands.
Cold, clammy,
mate.
Were they cold?
They were fucking freezing, mate.
Every person I shake hands with says, geez, cold hands.
You've got real cold hands.
I've got really cold hands. I've got no blood circulation. I've got no soul.
No.
Yet they're still sweaty, which is fucking mind-blowing.
Sweaty and cold, yeah. That's
just the way the ladies like them.
Wearing mittens. Can you start wearing mittens?
Mittens?
Driving gloves. Can you start wearing driving gloves like those freaks?
I don't know. But why are my hands so cold? Well, it's obviously bad circulation.
Wow, look at your finger there. There's no circulation to that.
No, mate, they're a bit blue.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm having a stroke.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Notice if the side of your mouth starts not moving. But, mate, number 1 ticket holder of the Port Douglas Crocs.
Yeah. Yep.
Mate, this is a big deal. I know you've been so you've really kept up to date with how the Crocs are going as the number 1 ticket holder.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a journey. I remember when the president first approached me. I'll be honest, I was like,
"Where's Port Douglas?"
My first thought was, "Fucking, do I have to do anything?" And he said, "Just a little inspirational video." And I was like, oh boy. And he sent me down a heap of stuff, sent me down some jumpers and some polo shirts. So
big Barry Lee up there in Port Douglas. Yeah. Great man. He is a great man.
No, he's a good man.
I caught up with him when I was up there for the 35-year reunion. And he had a fucking few during that. Yeah, he wasn't travelling that well at the reunion, but he likes a beer, but also runs a great football club, Bazza, and my father-in-law, bloody VP, vice president.
Okay.
I thought he was even Kristen was like, do you know Dad's the vice president? I said, how the fuck, this club must be going nowhere. Yeah. He's the vice president, but they've pulled it off.
Yeah, they've pulled off another premiership, which is
quite the dynasty.
Not normally one to blow my own trumpet, but obviously having 1T Siegert as the number 1 ticket holder has had a massive effect. I got a few flags on the weekend.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. How many fucking kicks did you get?
Cheltenham, not many. Cheltenham Footy Club haven't won a flag. Was it 89 years?
I don't know. You're telling the story.
We'll run with 89. 89 years.
89
that
years.
That seems like a lot.
That seems like the club wasn't even
definitely
invented.
Above. No, the club's 120 years old.
Okay.
So it hasn't won a flag. We'll run with 89. 89 years. They've lost 6 flags recently.
Okay, good.
Last year they were pretty much undefeated, got pipped in the granny. Bad conditions, but that doesn't matter.
No, you're still both conditions for both teams.
Sides. Yep. No, and there's not a little asterisk on the honour board saying it was a little nor'easterly.
Yeah.
So
Jane Bunn down
so
there.
they thought they said we need to mix it up this year. So they get on the blower to T Siegert on the Wednesday.
You are you. How many number 1 ticket holders?
No, I'm not number 1 ticket holder for this place. Just a
motivational speaker.
So they said, Tommy, can we get you down Thursday night to just to rev up the boys? They need just a bit of a laugh. There's a few tight sphincters. They just need something to loosen the boys up, take their mind off last year's loss, and just we just need to laugh, lighten the mood. And I said,
if they haven't sort of got their mind around it by fucking now, like surely T Siegert coming down, they're not going to think Thursday. On Saturday, when the sphincters are tightening, the team's coming back at us. Oh, remember when the suburban footballer was down on Thursday? I'm so relaxed now.
Well, you'd think that.
Okay,
but so I got up. Well, I said to the prez, I said, mate, give me a bit of dirt, and I'll work it in. We'll hang some shit on the boys.
Was it all who didn't get a kick in the last 6 years? Losing the Premiership.
He gave me fucking nothing. And then I got there on the night. About 20 minutes before I got to get on, he goes, mate, do you still want that dirt? I was like, well, it's probably saving it a bit late, mate. But
I'll shelve 20 Dexies. Tell me, and hopefully I'll remember it.
But there's one guy, he gave me a bit of shit, so I sort of half jotted it down. And anyway, I came out, and it was bloody great. There were about 100 people in the room.
Great.
I was just after that announcer team. So there were a couple of blokes that had obviously senior blokes that were in the twos, and twos players that missed out on a game altogether. But anyway, the gig went great. Everyone was up and about, hung shit on a couple of blokes. One bloke, get this for bad luck. Bloke, I didn't know this rule. 3 yellow cards out for the season.
Yeah, I think they've changed it. They never really used to throw the yellow cards out much back in my day, but I think they've got a bit yellow card happy.
Yeah.
Now, yeah. So what did he get?
Well, his first
yellow
one,
carded for?
His first one, start of the year, was going back by himself in the goal square. Guy opted to have a shot, kicked a point. He goes, fucking hell, Jono. And yellow card for swearing.
You're kidding me.
So that's
this is
one.
What it's come to.
Second one, he jobbed a bloke.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's
third one in the prelim, just a bit of a scuffle, and got the yellow card. Bingo, bango. That's 3.
Jesus.
Fucking missed it out on a granny.
Yeah,
that's a kick in the dick, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, the first one for swearing.
Yeah.
Geez, if you can't bloody rip into your teammate for not giving a Joe the Goose over the top, there's something wrong.
Nah, something's horribly wrong.
You should be able to go up and fucking smash the prick.
Oh, it should have been C-bombs and brown eyes and the whole kit and caboodle. So that poor bloke missed out on a granny. And they said, hang a bit of shit on him. He's a funny bloke. And I started to hang shit on him, and he was sort of tats up the neck, and he had a grill. You don't see grills very often.
Oh, like gold teeth.
Gold teeth. So I thought I might
gold teeth sort of
screams.
Move
on to my next bit of dirt.
Screams that I've been in some dodgy areas.
He could have me knocked off. So anyway, coincidentally, on the Saturday, just around the corner from home, I thought I'd go and see how my motivational speech went. So I rocked up. When I rocked up, they were down 4-4 to 10 straight behinds.
10 straight behinds. So maybe instead of getting T Siegert down, they should have got maybe Brian Taylor or something.
Yeah,
maybe a bit of goal kick and
Tony
practice
Lockett,
course. Tony Lockett or Lloydie.
Taught someone how to throw the bit of grass up.
Bit of grass in the air.
So anyway, so they ended up kicking 4 goals. We're 7 minutes to go in the game.
Yep.
It's 4 goals to about
35.
4 goals, yeah.
35.
Yeah, fuck, they kicked bad. I think they might have kicked 17 in there, 17 points.
Jesus.
But anyway, so they're down by 3.5 goals with 7 minutes to go. They've only kicked 4 for the whole game.
Things not looking good. How's that motivational speech
and I'm
from
thinking,
Siegert
I'm
going?
thinking, how do I get out of here without making eye contact with any of the president? Is he going to ask for his money back? This is a disaster. My motivational speaking career's on the fucking skids. All of a sudden, bang, 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 bang. 4 goals in 7 minutes.
Jesus, what happened?
I don't know. Well, the game just opened up. They looked. The other team looked a lot bigger. Cranbourne looked a lot bigger, stronger. But isn't momentum an amazing thing?
It's a huge thing, mate.
So they seemed a lot smaller, but faster. But
quicker.
Quicker. And once the game opened up, fucking hell, bang, bang, bang. And I've got a video of the last minute or so. I put up the crowd behind the goal. It was like a mosh pit. It was bloody unbelievable. They just went mental.
Is there any crowd surfing?
Oh, crowd surfing.
Circle pit?
There was a pit. Guys were stage diving. Guy smoked a bong. A guy had a... What'd you have last week? The bloody snake.
A weed gummy.
Everyone was on the weed gummy. So there was
mate,
a
good
couple
times.
of blokes getting a bit paranoid. They weren't cheering as much. So my motivational speaking, and Osborne Footy Club, exactly the same story.
Yep.
Went undefeated the year before in 2022 and then shit the bed in the granny. I tell you what, we should get Siegert down. They got me down after the last game, straight through the finals. Bingo, bango, won the flag on Sunday.
There you go, mate. There you go.
So if you want to win a flag, if you want your club to win a flag.
All right, well, can we go to all the clubs you went to that fucking didn't make finals?
There was a lot that didn't go well, a few that have folded. They lost a bit of a coin on the night.
Folded after they paid you.
Yeah, the night didn't go as well as planned. Look, there's
your pros and cons. Yeah, I mean, you named 3 clubs, one that you didn't even go to, but you've named 2 clubs that won the Premiership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not a bad
not
point.
a great strike, right?
But
anyway.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, mate. It's worth if your club's in a bit of a down spell, it's worth a shot.
It's worth a shot. I mean,
it's worth a shot.
Yeah. So don't get your high name motivational speakers. Just get T. Siegert. Siegert. But no, well done, and well done to the Crocs.
Yeah, good on you, Crocs.
And there was a nice little. You posted a photo of you in the oversized Crocs jumper. And photo of the boys with the premiership, and got a little drive-by from a Bantito, Cindy down in Tassie.
Ah, yeah. They don't remember the good things, do they?
No. But it is a pretty common theme that once I left, they won all these premierships. So Cindy said, how many have they won since Evo left? And we're up to 7.
So 7 flags since you left.
Yeah. So
that's a kick in the guts, isn't it?
That is a kick in the guts. So I left. 2011 was my last year. 2012.
Did they win it?
No, they didn't win it. 2013, they didn't win it. So, there's still sort of working off the stench of Evo.
Yeah.
Old Budsy, Captain.
They're finally clearing out
Colonel Captain
anyone
Courageous.
Anyone that had anything to do with him.
Yeah, so 2014 they won it.
Yep.
2015, I think they went pretty much undefeated, then straight sets.
Yep.
What's that, 2014, 15? And then they went 16, 17, 18, 19. They won like 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5, 6, and then they've missed the last couple of years, and then obviously new coach this year, Jared Petrenko.
Well, you had your wedding up there, so that probably set them back a couple of years.
That probably did. A few of the players on the piss during the week, sort of. The coach Coops was at my wedding, and
it's tough. They're not easy to win.
They're not.
And it's grand final week. It is grand final week.
How's your week shaping up, mate? It's a big bloody week.
It's a big week. Well, and I won't go on to it too much, but we've bloody youngest son.
We're shuffling.
We're bloody shuffling all over the joint. My youngest son's waiting on a bit of surgery, which was meant to be about 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Then was meant to be a month ago. And then Monday. It was
meant to be yesterday.
It was meant to be fucking yesterday, which is Monday.
Yeah.
And couldn't have worked out in a worse week. Not like surgery is obviously the most important thing, but so I've got all these gigs. Probably got hands down my busiest week.
It's busy.
It's busiest week of the year. I've got 2 gigs tomorrow, being Wednesday. 3 gigs Thursday.
No, 3 Wednesday, is it?
3 Wednesday. No, it's only 2 Wednesday.
Oh, sorry.
3 Thursday.
Okay.
I've got the one in Tassie on Friday.
Yeah.
And then one Saturday morning. And it looks like, because then we found out the surgery is going to be Monday morning. So fucking not ideal, because he's obviously still going to be in hospital, but there's nothing I can do. So if it's Monday, at least I'm there for the surgery. But then, we were in the hospital, on the bed, done the COVID test. He's been admitted. Nurse comes in looking a bit sheepish. How about you go for a walk? We'll give you a buzz and let you know
if the surgery's going
ahead.
If the surgeon rocks up.
If he's sobered up, because he went out last night.
Yeah, he's a big Collingwood fan. He's been on a bender since Friday night.
He went to the game Friday.
And his wife said he hasn't been home since.
Yeah,
so he called in sick Saturday, called in sick Sunday, and to be honest, he's not answering his calls.
And being a heart surgeon, they preferred him to be under the legal limit, which
would be nice.
Yeah, so I don't know whether that was a tactic just so they didn't have to deal with my wife. Didn't have to tell her to her face, tell her to go for a walk. But no, we're pretty understanding.
Well, as we said, like off air, there's some people and we won't get political, but I know Kristen being the doctor, they're under the pump. The hospital system isn't great.
No,
I'll be honest.
And we'd only seen the best of it because when our son was first born, the Children's Hospital basically saved his life, and he was straight to the front of the queue for 2 major heart surgeries. We didn't pay for a cent, and we were like, this is the most unbelievable system in the world. But now we're going in because he's not as much of an emergency.
Yeah.
You're probably seeing the other side of it, because you always hear on the news about lack of beds, and you're sort of like, how can there be lack of beds? But there is legitimately.
I mean, there's beds of us everywhere.
The beds are just go to
Captain Snooze.
Just go to
Just get in there, even if it's one of those race car beds.
Myers selling beds.
What's Myers?
You can buy beds at Myers. Target.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bed zone. There's a bed zone.
Couldn't be.
There's a bed zone.
So bed zone would be the whole room.
Yeah. Well, you think that? Just could you set up get some surgeons in bed zone? Just. There's plenty of beds.
All I can think is they must be special beds.
I think they might be a little bit more special.
A little bit swanky.
Yeah.
So they must have the drawers underneath.
Oh,
like
they do.
Yeah, or
they
bunk
do.
beds.
Well, have you seen those beds that sort of you can fold them up and store shit in the frame?
Oh, I haven't seen that.
They're pretty cool.
Well, I think I've come up with a solution for the lack of beds in hospitals.
Bunk beds? Bunk beds.
Overnight, you could double the amount of beds.
And I slept in a bunk bed till I was 25.
Yeah.
Mate, there was plenty of bunk beds. Maybe you set it up like a
school
hostel.
Camp.
Hostel.
Everyone can have their own lockers. And
yeah. You get the kids in there and, that'd be good fun.
Oh, they have a great time. But besides the fact that they're obviously very sick.
They're very sick.
Which takes a bit of the fun out of the...
I've been very sick in a hostel before as well. And, what really lifted my spirits? Fucking a few of the German backpackers.
Yeah. Look, it's certainly something to think about. We'll run it by the children's. So legitimately, there's no beds. And so we'll send home. So we're really at a bit of an odd, and so it's not.
You're in a state of flux.
We're a real limbo.
Limbo.
So then today's Tuesday. It wasn't today. And then they thought maybe it's tomorrow, but we just found out it's not tomorrow. Did I tell you that?
You told me that.
Yeah, so we found out it's not tomorrow. So that's a positive, but it might be Thursday, which would be a major fuck around. But obviously the surgery is light years
more important than your career
than a couple of shitty gigs at footy clubs.
Yep.
But it just the system is and we're seeing it through rose-coloured glasses because we've had such a great experience. But there's signs up all over the hospital about
beds.
Don't abuse nurses and
it's not
and
their
doctors.
fault. No,
well, it's not
the system.
It's the system. So. And I could understand if you didn't have this great experience like we'd had, and this was your first experience, like you'd be out of your mind.
And you were pretty lucky. Like you're in Bent or wherever you are, Bentley.
Yep.
I can say that. I'm not giving out your address. But so if you've come from the country, you've maybe booked accommodation, or they might set you up in accommodation if you're from the country. I think they do that.
Yeah, Ronald McDonald House.
Just hanging out with Ronald and Grimace and the Hamburglar.
I don't think the Hamburglar's there.
He doesn't get in there.
Had a bit of a situation with
had
the
a bit of a look into the Hamburglar.
Yeah,
maybe he's a bit of a Catholic church kind of thing.
Bit of a dark past.
Settle down, Hamburglar. You keep your hands on the burgers.
No, just armed robbery.
Oh.
Yeah, nothing to do with the kiddies. Just a bit of armed robbery, the burglar, which is a name like the Hamburglar. They should have clued onto it.
I probably should have clued onto it as well there.
Yeah,
actually, I went straight into where I probably shouldn't have.
Speaking of should have clued onto shit earlier, how's all this stuff with Russell Brand?
Oh, mate, he was. If you couldn't have told, he was a sex pest from the Yeah.
Everyone's like, I can't believe it. Like, how could you not have seen this guy? Like, he's fucking biggest sexual predator deviant ever.
Well, he says he's got a sex addiction.
I've never seen anyone more open, and everyone just laughed it off. I've always thought he was an absolute fuckhead.
Yeah.
But everyone seemed to have loved him. I'm not going to name the other one.
Okay, we'll name it off air.
I'll name it off air. But my two big ones, a lot of people in life.
Yep.
Here's a big statement.
It's big, and you're not going to name them.
Here's an important tip. Don't confuse a good vocabulary with being intelligent.
That's true. So no one can do that with us.
I think no. We barely have a vocabulary.
You can barely say the word,
let alone a good one.
Yeah.
But I think quite often people hear someone
well-spoken
or saying all these
big words,
and people are like, he's a genius. He's not a fucking genius. He owns a dictionary and he's got nothing better to do.
If you do a bit of research, it was like me there before saying you're in a state of flux. I mean, there's a song by Block Party called Flux. I've heard a few people bandy it around the last few days. I thought, this might fit in here. I don't know if it does. So
Yeah,
so you can point. If you use words in the right context, people start going, oh my God, did this guy go to Harvard?
Yeah, you just got to.
He didn't.
He certainly didn't.
No.
I'll say the other one. This is so remember when I don't know whether you saw it. It was on Fox Footy.
Harvey Weinstein?
No. When Eddie Maguire had to go on that show with Harry O'Brien or
Harry O.
Heredia or
Heredia. Lombarda.
And Harry O, I'll call him Harry O because I can't pronounce Heredia. He just attacked Eddie and was using all these big words. And everyone was saying he's so intelligent. And I was like, listen to what's coming out of his mouth. It fucking doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you can fool people with big words.
You drop a couple of big words. I'm telling you, people are fucking dumb as dog shit. I don't reckon most people don't even know the words they're saying. If you use big enough words, I reckon you can fucking make up words.
Oh, you can. And if you got conviction in it, it's like sometimes I've read. I don't read a lot, but sometimes I'll read a book, and I'm reading it. This is a long time ago. I haven't picked up a book for about 7 years, but
you're a more magazine sort of guy.
I'm a picture guy. I'm
a
picture. Home blokes, home girls. Anyway, sometimes I'll look at a book. I'll start reading it and I'll see a word and I go, fuck, I've got to Google what that means.
Yeah, it's not great.
That's why I can't read that much.
Yeah,
because spend half my time Googling what the big words
you sort
mean.
of work it out.
You do. You get the vibe.
You guess. But yeah, so.
You get the vibe.
Yeah. He's a fucking idiot, I reckon.
Yeah. He just comes across like a fucking tool.
People love him.
Yeah. And when you're a celebrity, see, they're the ones. I don't know what I was going to say.
There's I think is it a religious story about this bloody...
Going on to religion, huh?
Yeah, you know me.
Yeah, you're very...
About this bloody snake that was trapped under a log.
Yeah.
And it was going, help me. This guy walking past.
Snake.
Yeah, it's got some holes in it, this story.
But then what, did it pick up the log with its arms?
Yeah.
This is really got some holes in it.
And it started bench pressing the
log.
Actually, might not have been a snake, come to think of it. It might have been a bloke.
No,
so this snake is caught under this log, and this guy's walking past, and the snake says, help me. And he said, I don't know, you might bite me. He goes, I'm not going to bite you. I'll bloody, just help me out. I'm
trust
stuck.
Me, I'm a talking
stuck.
snake.
And anyway, so the guy lifts the log up and lets the snake out, and the snake bites this guy.
He bloody lied.
And he goes... As the guy's laying there, he's dying because he's got this venom in. He goes, why'd you do that? And the snake goes, I'm a fucking snake, mate. It's not a joke.
No, okay.
But it's like a...
It sort of sounds like a joke. It sort of sounds like
it's a story saying that don't be surprised. Like, he's going, I'm a fucking sex addict. I'm a sex addict.
Yeah,
and then he rapes someone. Everyone's like, fuck, I didn't see that coming. Well, he's a fucking sex addict. I'm not saying he's in the right.
No.
I'm just saying let's not act surprised. Let's fucking nab this bloke 20 years ago when he started being a
sex
pest.
Yeah.
Look, I might be Getting a bit off track there. But.
No, there we go. Well, it's even like when you see on the news, it's a little bit different, but surely we've watched enough of the news where like someone will have a meth lab set up and they'll interview the next door neighbour and they go, I couldn't picture this. I just never thought this would happen in our street. I said, have you watched the news? It doesn't matter where you live. There's going to be criminals. There's going to be people doing bad shit. To get on the news and go, I just can't believe it would happen in this area. I go, of course it's going to happen. I don't care where you live.
Yeah, it's a good
happening.
point. Yeah, you don't see many people just say, geez, well, I'm surprised it's taken this long. Yeah, what was he like? You know, they always say he was a quiet type. They say, no, he was a fucking nut job.
Yeah. Well, they don't put that on the news because they need the surprise and they need the clicks and the what a nice little street.
That's a good point.
All of a sudden, Russell Brand's moving in.
So week of hell. I'm so used to being busy. I'm so used to being from this to that to this to that, and all of a sudden, because I'm in limbo, I'm sort of we're sitting around twiddling our thumbs, waiting for the phone to call about the surgery. Mate, I don't like limbo, and I'm making mistakes.
Yep.
I'm making mistakes, Evan.
Mate, usually you are spot on. You never make mistakes.
I am fucking flawless.
You are flawless.
Because normally I've got 50 things to do in a day.
And you fuck them all up.
And I fuck them all up.
So it's just a big blur.
Now I've only got 2. And I'm fucking them.
Stands out.
I'm fucking them both up.
Stands out now.
Yeah.
You got time to think about your fuck ups.
No, it's a nightmare.
Usually just move on to the
next
next thing.
So, mate, I don't know the next couple of days.
Well, good luck with everything. And we're here for you, mate.
Thanks, mate. And tomorrow I've got to interview Sam Newman for an hour.
An hour?
What the fuck do you say to Sam Newman for an hour?
You just boo him for an hour.
What? Boy, mate, well, I Googled him and, mate, it's
an hour? He'll surely take the lead and just go off.
Well, if he doesn't take the lead and his short answers, I am
fucked.
Absolutely fucked. So I'm going to start. You have to talk about this shit about this booing and
you got it. You're going to have to go Mike Sheen on him, mate.
I'm going to have to go Mike Sheen on him.
Open Tommy. Open Tommy. What do you pretend I'm Sam Newman? Okay, let's start. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what footy club you at?
It's not a footy club. It's a pub in Gisborne.
Okay.
The Telegraph Hotel in Gisborne.
Okay. All right, we're here at the Telegraph Hotel. We've got Tom Siegert.
So you me?
I don't know who I am. So I'll be Sam Newman. So open up.
All right, g'day guys. Captain, Geelong team of the century, Hall of Famer. Please put your hands together for Sam Newman.
Well, thank you very much. Sorry, what was your name?
Tom.
Tom. What do you do with yourself, Tom?
Mate, who's interviewing who here, Sam?
Okay. I like the cut of your jib.
Okay, so look at my clock. 28 seconds in. Shit pants. Run out. Have 8 Dexies. Drive home. Wrap car around tree.
Okay. So what?
No, well, right off the bat, I might say
you've had an interesting few weeks.
Yeah, you've had an interesting few weeks.
Maybe you could do what you should do. You should do a welcome to country before you bring him on.
That's what the guy at the pub said.
Bullshit.
Mate, he said, I reckon what you do, you get a welcome. You do.
For those of you who aren't over this, for our overseas listeners, all 2 of you,
we'll just ring you and explain it.
We'll ring and explain. But Sam Newman, he mentioned about the welcome to country during the football. I think he said he's over it. What everyone should do is boo during the welcome to country. He said it was sort of tongue in cheek, but then I don't know. Who knows? You're going to have to ask him these hard questions.
I'm going to ask because I bet everyone. Very few people, including myself and yourself, would have said, okay, that's interesting. Let's go and hunt down the actual audio and let's make our own decision. We're just going off a little snippet that we've read on Facebook, no doubt. So I'm going to say, look, mate, what's the context? Can you give us the context of your comments? I'm going to not back him up on his statement, but I'm going to back him up on the fact that it was said on a podcast.
Yeah.
And if you're driving with your family, dropping the kids off at school, Fox FM.
On the shitter. Dropping the kids off at school.
Oh, no, not the Cosby kids.
Actually dropping the kids.
Physically dropping the kids off at their place of education.
Yep.
And you listen to Fox FM, all of a sudden Sam Newman comes on and tells everyone they've got to start booing. Welcome to country. Fair enough. That's that's not the done thing. You don't want to be hearing that. But if you're listening to a podcast, there's fucking a million podcasts. If you don't like what you're hearing on a podcast and you continue to listen, you're a fucking idiot.
Maybe don't say that on this podcast.
Okay.
Keep listening.
Yeah, give us a chance.
Keep downloading.
We're going to come good. We're going to come good. We're just
139 episodes in. Wait till we hit 200.
Just finding our bloody feet.
Just finding our feet.
Just a few teething problems. We're going to start pumping out some good content soon.
Give it a chance. Jump on the Patreon.
Yeah, so I'm a big believer in anything that's said on a podcast. You don't have to listen to it. You don't have the right to be angry at that.
No. So maybe you could really surprise him. Just open up with, what are your thoughts on Russell Brand?
Yeah, what?
Might throw him.
Well, or maybe this could be my big break.
This could be.
I should have my little recorder going.
Yeah.
And because he basically, any topic he's asked to speak about, it becomes a controversy.
He's not mincing words.
He's not mincing words, Evan, and that's a good way to put it. So what's a hot topic that he hasn't spoken about? The Catholic Church.
The Catholic Church. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm sure he could give, and I'll be like, okay, there's some gold. Maybe, or hot off the press would be
Danny boy.
Danny, yeah.
Dan Andrews.
Dan Andrews.
Yeah, you ever done coke with him?
Yeah,
Ever pulled his little...
Have you ever met Dan Andrews? Fuck, that could be the one.
That could be it.
Front page, Friday morning, Herald Sun, or Thursday morning, Herald Sun. Sam Newman does blow
with Dan Andrews.
In a unbelievable interview held by
Tom Siegert,
local journalist Tom Siegert. Tom Siegert,
and then people are ringing you.
Yeah, Tom.
I can't. I'm in the hospital.
Yeah,
shut up.
Finally happened. Yeah. So that could be my big break.
This could be.
I'm going to ask him about Dan Andrews.
Do it. Dan Andrews, you're going to have to, write a few things down.
Yeah, I have written that quite a bit down.
Okay.
Fuck, he's had some controversies.
Oh,
at least on Wikipedia, at least his controversies.
Ask him if he's had a penis extension. Remember he got dacked on the footy show and he had a little button mushroom? I don't think you really saw it, did you?
No, I think they just, They
sort of, he's pretty old.
Well, there's a time like David Schwartz, you
got the pie in the face.
Got the pie in the face, but there was bigger ones. He went blackface.
He did blackface.
Hasn't aged well. Hasn't dated well. That's
not good.
Little move. Yep. And he had the Caroline Wilson doll in lingerie.
Oh, yep.
Punched in the head, I think. Maybe did he?
He got punched in the head.
I think did he punch the doll?
Oh, he might have punched the doll.
Yeah.
The inflatable doll.
Mm.
Yeah.
I remember the time on the footy show, they had that tube and they had a cockroach in the middle of the tube.
Oh,
and
I didn't see that.
And so they had Sam Newman at one end.
Oh, you had to blow it.
And they had, I think it was Tex Walker at the other end.
Okay.
And it was whoever they had to blow, pull, and whoever obviously blew the least would get a cockroach in their mouth. And just before they started, Tex just went and just blew this fucking cockroach straight down his throat. And I don't know how it bloody didn't become a thing, but what what's his name? He used to play for Melbourne, little blonde-haired guy. Was it Adelaide? And then went to
Bernie Vince.
Jeez,
I'm good with names.
You're great with names.
Yeah, and you give me nothing, but I remember.
And I think he made a comment like, that's not the first time you've blown early down someone's throat or something. And it was just like, and everyone just went, oh.
Yeah.
Like it was like 8:35 on a Thursday
night. All right,
night.
kids, off to bed. Time to go to bed. No more footy show.
Absolute fucking change room smut talk. Yeah. And all like, everyone on the show just went,
who was hosting?
I reckon it was in the Gary Lyon days.
Oh, he might have been, yeah.
Yeah, and
let's go to an ad.
Yeah, let's go. But geez, the way he said it, fuck, it was funny, and they sort of came back, and it was never mentioned again. So
there you go. No, sometimes
water
that's
off
the way to do
back.
it. There you go.
So geez, we're
sort of just ripping
shit.
there, aren't
Have we got I've got plenty to talk about, but there's
that's all right.
I've got one. Fucking 39 minutes in. We haven't even discussed anything.
Last week it felt like we were battling.
Yeah, I know.
We were 40 minutes in. We told 35 stories, and we're going nowhere.
This is we're up and about.
Yeah.
I got one thing that's
You
it's
go.
sort of
I'll tease because I went to the worst nightclub. I went to the worst nightclub in Australia on the weekend.
I
doubt
that.
Okay.
I've been to some fucking horrific nightclubs. But what town?
I was out in Croydon.
Okay.
I was out in Croydon. So,
I've been to a couple in Tassie that have been pretty horrific.
Later in the episode, we'll run through.
Yeah.
This, Jesus Christ, it was bad. And I've been there before.
Okay.
Yep. But get into your stuff.
All right. So, grand final. The preliminary final.
Yep.
Collingwood versus GWS. I thought, fuck it, because we were my son was meant to be in hospital. All of a sudden, that got put back. So I said, fuck it, let's take the boys to the footy. Got a dodgy mate, Brendan, because tickets were hard to come by. So he's from WA. He's got a bloody way around everything. He finds the loopholes. He's a master.
It's a mover and a shaker.
So he thought,
just a dodgy bastard.
Just a dodgy bastard, I think. Yeah. So he's come up with the idea, completely legal, buy a bloody GWS membership for $150, and he seriously could have bought 50 tickets. Everyone else is fighting in the streets for one fucking standing room ticket. Yeah. This guy from WA bought a good mate from WA has found a hole around the system.
Yep, well done.
So anyway, so we've got a couple of tickets with him. We're going to the game. I thought, let's go to the...
Did you wear GWS? Did you have to prove that you were...
No, we'll see.
They're going, these are the supporters that just do not... I'm not sure what I'm trying to say.
So we're sitting in the GWS area, the members area, and I've got to tell you, I don't think we were the only ones that came up with this idea, because she was pretty much predominantly black and white where we were sitting. There were a couple of GWS supporters, and fuck, geez, do they know fuck all about footy?
Oh,
they are
you can
footy
imagine.
Retarded.
Yep.
They know nothing.
No.
But they're
passionate.
I don't even think they're that passionate. They're harmless.
Oh,
yeah. They look neat. They're wearing polo shirts. There's no.
Well, the thing is as well, because they haven't been in the league that long. You know, when you go see some clubs and the blokes were in the jumper from the 1970s,
yeah, it's a good
and
point.
They've got scarves that have got all the badges, and it's been through. It's been passed down from. Grandpa to dad to so there's no real all this stuff looks schmick because it's all new.
They've got the price tags on it when they take it back the next day when they get beat.
That's it.
It's so we're sitting there, but so I thought, you know what? Let's go and do the march to the G.
Ooh.
I thought that'd be a bit of fun. Take the kids over to whatever it's called now, the Holden. It's not the it's the Wellness Centre, or is that the St Kilda one? Anyway, it's over
the
at
Holden Centre. Are they sponsored by Holden?
Holden are fucking not even a thing anymore.
Jesus,
that's like having the Ansett Centre.
Big news as well.
Yep,
I got rid of the Holden.
You got rid of the Holden?
I got rid of the Lumina.
Jesus,
that's a story for another episode.
Whoa, that's a bonus.
It's not that exciting.
You sold it.
I got rid of it. I sold it.
Can I guess how much?
Yep. So I sold it. As is, without a roadworthy.
Any rego?
There's a little bit of runs out in October.
So I'm going to say $500.
More.
Whoa!
Higher.
Someone got reamed.
And it's family as well.
Not $1,000.
Nah, more.
Fuck me.
Mate, it runs all right. You're acting like it's a bloody...
That's not roadworthy.
Yeah, it is. It's just got a bit of... it leaks a bit of oil. In the
truest sense of the word, it's not roadworthy.
Oh, well, if you pulled up any car, like I could go out to your car now and I go, seatbelt's a bit dodgy. Mate, roadworthy...
No, but it's actually not roadworthy. It doesn't have a roadworthy.
No, it's got one.
I thought you just said it doesn't have a roadworthy.
No, but I because you know how if you sell a car, you got to sell it. You got to get it roadworthy.
Oh, do you?
And that's
No, I didn't know that.
If you're changing over the
Rego?
Who owns it, so
which you'd like to do. If you...
Long story short, it's going to one of Kristen's family members.
Yep.
It'll stay in my name. They'll insure it. They'll register it, and if I get they get any speeding tickets, it'll come to me and I'll just sign it over to them. So it's
Is that legal?
It's legal. It's legal.
Not sure if it would be.
Well, ask your mate Brendan. He'd know. I'm sure he's done it plenty of times, mate.
No, he'd just firebomb the fucking thing and
That's right.
and get the insurance.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got the tickets. Get this. The fucking funniest thing happened, and this might not be that funny if you weren't there, but so the boys are like, my two sons are like, come on, let's go check out the museum, the Collingwood Museum, which is open fucking 365 days a year. Oh, hey, how you going?
Hey, how are you?
Good. We're just doing our podcast. We're just doing our podcast.
Good banter.
Yeah. So do you need in here, or do you need to come in here?
We don't do it anymore.
Oh, okay.
Very limited stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going to say the joint's really gone to shit, but no.
It's very good. All right, do you know you doing the bathroom and stuff?
Yeah, we've seen the kitchen ones.
Oh, yep.
Beautiful.
No dramas. I'll shut that door so it doesn't annoy you. I'll
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
Have a great week.
All right.
That's a cleaner.
The cleaner.
Doing a bloody great job.
They've been cleaning here for as long as I can remember. 20
Never
years.
seen them?
Yeah.
Oh. They've done a great job.
Gillian's the name, I think.
Yeah.
I should know that. 20 years I've known her.
Just call him, mate.
There you go, mate. All right. So, and there's people everywhere.
Yeah.
10,000, 15,000, whatever, around. They go up singing, chanting. The boys like, want to go to the museum. Oh, fuck me. It's open 365 days a year.
We picked the busiest
do we
day.
have to go? Anyway, so we're going to the museum, looking around, and if you get a chance, if you're a Pies fan, get down to the Collingwood Museum. It's just open. It is amazing. It's bloody interactive. But anyway, so we've gone down. So it's probably game time in 2 hours, I reckon. Game's going to start in 2 hours. And there's a little room, Indigenous room. And it's got the history of all the Collingwood Indigenous players.
Brilliant.
Yeah, they're really, really ramping it up, Collingwood are now, the Indigenous stuff. So making up for lost time, one would say. Yep. And anyway, and there's a curtain. And just a curtain in the corner of the room.
Okay.
And my son Noah said, "What's behind the curtain?" And I said, "I don't know.
Is
probably."
Is it like? Is it fucking? What's that fucking show? It's like.
What's behind the curtain?
Oh no!
Thank God you're here.
Thank God you're here. Is it that?
Is it? I don't know. I didn't say that. If I did, it would have been a lot crisper than the way you said it. Maybe it wouldn't have been. So he's going, "What's behind the curtain?" This big curtain just on the wall. And I said, probably just a window. And he said, "What's out the window?" And I said, "Mate, I don't know." He said,
it a round window?
I said, "Have a look." Anyway, so he's gone up to this window 2 hours until game time. Pulled this window.
Eddie McGuire.
No, he's opened this fucking. Guess what human being is standing a metre outside the window?
Craig McRae.
Nick Dacos. Nick Dacos was just standing there behind this window.
Waving.
And
you think, fuck, someone opened that curtain.
Yeah, I should not have had this as part of my contract that I've got to be behind the mystery curtain.
In the museum.
And Cox.
Well, what were they doing?
They were getting on the back of golf buggies, and they were just waiting for their golf buggy, and the golf buggies drive them over to the MCG.
Oh, I thought it's a bit fucking, mate, a bit close to game time to be having a quick 18.
Yeah, look, I'm all for bloody giving supporters great access to the players, but you got to fucking preliminary final to win, boys. Get over there. Get your kid on, for fuck's sake. Yeah. So he was just standing there. Fuck, it was funny. And he saw it first. He goes, and he put the curtain across, and he goes, I think Nick Dacos is out there. I said, "Mate, don't be fucking stupid." And I've pulled it across. There's Nick Dacos. It was a cracker, like a metre and a half. Metre.
It's obviously there in that looks into the Holden Centre.
So that looks into this pathway that must go from there
underneath the road. Does it go underneath the road?
I don't know where it goes, but there were golf carts lined up, and there were 3 players getting on each golf cart.
Jesus.
And they were driving them over to the
they'd
G.
be able to afford cars, these blokes.
No, golf carts.
No, golf carts.
So that was fucking
Do you want to
something.
lift Meso?
That was something else.
I don't have a car. I've got a golf cart, mate.
Yeah, it was...
Bring the clubs.
I was like, how the fuck's Meso going to fit on a fucking golf cart?
Jesus.
Yeah.
That could be dangerous, couldn't it? The old golf carts.
Well, apparently there's a tunnel. I think there is a tunnel.
must be
There
underneath.
must be a tunnel. You can't just have
Them-
100,000 people going on the G
they're
and the
going,
star of the
"Brr,
show.
brr."
Yeah, like you don't go to the bloody Pearl Jam concert and then see Eddie Vedder going through
Eddie
the crowd
Vedder on
in
a scooter or something. Get it with a helmet on.
Meep, 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 meep.
He's got his guitar over his back. Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
seemed
crazy.
a bit odd. But yeah,
That's
so anyway,
crazy.
so I did the march to the G.
Nice.
That was unbelievable. Like, I thought, the kids will enjoy it, but fuck. And I didn't. A little bit of me, I thought, do I get the camera out and the video and just capture this moment? But I thought, you know what? No, I'm going to live in the now.
Let be in the
But
moment.
now, I wish I had it because it
I know.
was just phenomenal. It must have been 15, 20,000, just this sea of people. It's what I would imagine like a big college football game. They had they had like the marching band.
bangers,
And
yep.
everyone was
Yep.
chanting and singing and
Nice.
it was something else. So we get to the ground, go to the game, thrilling game. Here's my point.
Yep.
What are your thoughts? Close game, 28-minute mark of the last quarter, a point the difference. Are you old school and don't like to know how much time's left, or do you like to have the countdown clock?
Well, given I've watched no football this year, jumped right off. But I'm old school.
Because when you watch it on telly, you get the countdown
if you're
clock.
a supporter, though, at the game, you may want to know. I don't know. It depends. Nah, I'm going old school. Don't know.
Yeah,
Don't know.
I love that old school. I love that. Like you watch it on telly, you can't. It's just there, so you just
Yeah,
deal with it. But,
you know.
But I like that old school at the game. You're almost clenching because you don't know, you're tense because you don't know when that siren's going to go.
That's
And if you're
right.
down, it's like just waiting for that fucking wacky sport where they slap each other in the face. It's like
Yeah.
waiting for that, and you're just like, fuck, when's it coming? And then you. But there's
That's exactly like that.
yeah, exactly like it. Well, if you're losing, it is
Yeah,
like a slap in
it
the
is,
face,
yep,
a
it
kick in the
is.
dick or
Yeah.
whatever. But I reckon it's each individual's choice.
So what do they have at the ground?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought
No,
sometimes every
count-
now and then it's...
No, it counts up. But nowadays, if you want to look over at the interchange bench, they hold up 3 minutes,
Yeah.
1.5, or 90. There's all different ways of doing it.
Yep.
But they'll hold up a 1 for 1 minute, and but not everyone's looking at that. But if you have the AFL app, which I'd say of 100,000 people, probably 70,000 people have got, that shows the countdown.
Yeah.
So, but you don't want to be looking at your...
No, you
No.
want to be there.
Yes,
You want to be in the moment.
So if you're not looking over at the bench, and that's it's a rough guide. It's a
Yeah.
minute. It's certainly not down to the second. And there's a lot of ball ups, so you're sort of losing track. And
And then because the umpire goes, time on,
Yep.
time off, time on, time off.
And so if you're just looking at the scoreboard, we're just looking at 28:37, 28:38, 28:39. You know the drill.
That's it.
But here's my point. I reckon it's every individual's choice what they want. But there was one near us, there's one everywhere, a fuckhead who thinks, it's like he thinks he's fucking he's got some inside intel with the AFL.
He starts telling everyone.
And he
doesn't
starts, this bloke over, he was probably about 2.5 metres from us. And so we're watching the game, 37 seconds left, like he's
What?
like a fuck.
What did he? Collingwood jumper,
Collingwood
obviously.
jumper.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not really a
Yep.
stretch.
And what did he sort of look like? Did he look
Well,
like
he was an
had
older
no
bloke.
mates? Did he
Yeah,
look like
he looked like he had no mates. He was
Yep.
sitting, and it was like he was acting like no one else knows.
He was acting like he should have a board, and he's
Yeah.
telling the crowd, "All right."
And like he had a little
Craig
headpiece
McRae,
and-
Craig McRae hasn't gone. Hey, dickhead up in the stands. Can you let the crowd know?
Yeah, can you
how
let
long
Tommy
is
and
to
his
go?
kids know? I'm worried that they don't know when
They
the
don't
siren's going
know.
to go, and he's going to think it's going to be like a slap in the face to him.
It's not good.
And his
How's
kids don't
Russell
want
Brand
that.
going? Ask him about Russell Brand.
Yeah, he was acting like he's got this little fucking earpiece, and Gillon McLaughlin's going, mate. If we could find out another way to tell everyone how much time was left, we would. But
Yeah, fuck
the
stick,
best thing we can
yeah.
think of at the moment is we tell the biggest fuckhead in the southern stand
Yep.
and get him to just pass it on to everyone
Yeah,
else.
nice.
So, 10 seconds left. I think they're home, guys. He's like, mate.
Who is this
just-
guy?
So
Who is
watching
he?
this thriller.
Should have recorded that.
And half of my brain's going, just What
Shut up.
goes through these fuckheads' minds?
Yeah, like they're that important. That siren's gone.
That's him.
He was right.
Yeah, he was right on it, actually.
He was right. It was.
Just shut up.
It's like maybe if it's during happy hour, then he can maybe do something like that at the pub.
Oh,
Because
that's helpful.
That's not bad.
Yeah, guys, just so you know, there's only 10 minutes.
10 minutes to go.
Of happy hour.
Load up.
And you'd be
Load
like,
up.
Cockhead, thanks very much.
Yeah.
But at the footy, look, it's everyone's choice.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear the countdown.
I wouldn't want to hear it.
No, and everyone's got the phone. If I had, I would have looked at my.
I just don't know why you'd think you're that important that you'd have the balls to fucking do that.
In his little shit for brains fucking head, he thought everyone within earshot, which was realistically probably 500 people,
Yep.
were going, thank fuck that guy's here.
Oh, mate.
Oh, this guy's a lifesaver.
He's a ripper.
This guy's.
I want to hang out with this guy more.
I want to ask him where he gets his intel. So how does he know how long's left? Well, it's on every fucking phone in this entire fucking stadium. Yeah. Every person here could just look at their phone and work it out. So, cockhead, shut up. And yeah, and look, it's an interesting one, I think. It's certainly food for thought.
Nah, he's. I hope he doesn't get a ticket to this week.
Oh, he won't.
Yeah, I hope not. Because he's a real flog.
Yeah. Or maybe just they could have the big screen showing all the footy, and then just in the top left-hand corner, it's a little picture of him and him just about every 10 minutes going, 8 minutes, 45 left, and everyone hears it.
Over the ground. He could be the ground announcer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, he's a absolute fucking legend, this bloke.
Yep. His own lunchbox.
And it just, but when that siren went, it was...
you sort of forget about it.
Yeah, and you hug him, and I sort
go.
of pushed him down the stairs.
Go 10 seconds till you crack your skull, mate. 5 seconds to go, champ.
And lights out. Boom. Yeah, so...
That's great.
So then, getting out of the G with 2 kids. Not easy with 97,000.
Nah,
Jeez,
that's tough.
He's ramped up, hasn't it? 80,000 used to be a big crowd.
Yep.
Now they're high 90s.
Well, there's more people in the world, in Australia.
There are. Yeah, true.
Plus big stadiums.
A lot of them aren't going to footy, though.
No, that's true. That's true.
A lot of the new ones.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah. Nah, good on you, mate. Good luck this week. I hope the boys get up for you.
Yeah, the Pies. I just saw Taylor Adams has been ruled out.
Oh,
that's a kick in the
hurt
dick for
me,
him.
mate. That's Big
McStay.
He's had a good year.
He's had a great year.
Yeah,
McStay's out.
Well, he's gone.
Hopefully,
staying. He's going.
Hopefully, old mate from Brisbane who won the Brownlow bloody
does a hammy.
Yeah, hopefully he just feels bad about that. He probably shouldn't have won the Brownlow and he's a bit down the dumps.
There is a little bit of that where you go, no, I really don't deserve this. It's got to be a little bit.
He'd know he got best on with 13 possessions when someone else got 40.
Yep.
There's a little bit of him would have to be thinking, you know what? You don't like to be talked about.
Well, you sort of know your games as well, and you sort of you'd go, I didn't play that well that game. And
they gave me 4 votes, which is odd because you can only get 3. And it says my name on the Brownlow medal. How'd they? It just seemed a bit. Yeah, I just hope that he is because he's human.
Oh,
he's still human, and no one likes to be talked about negatively. No. And I believe. Because everyone's sort of going, oh, does he deserve it? Maybe that's going to wear him down this week.
Yeah, do you reckon he's listened to it?
You read the papers?
No, I don't reckon he would. I don't reckon he would.
Yeah.
So, there you go, mate.
Anyway, so it's a big week, best week of the year. AFL Grand Final week in my books.
Enjoy it, mate.
Unless you're waiting on a fucking surgery.
Yeah, not good.
Sucking balls.
Good. Yep. All right, mate. Well,
there we go. You had a story, didn't you?
We're getting close, mate. So I'll quickly run through this. On Saturday night, I'll quickly bang through this. So I was out at the Dorset Gardens Hotel Saturday night. You ever been to the Dorset Gardens Hotel?
No.
In Croydon out there?
No.
No, well, she is. This was a great function. It was the East Ringwood Footy Club, my old my old team.
Yeah, yep.
20 years since I played at East Ringwood Footy Club.
Yep.
2003 was my first year.
Jesus.
Yeah,
So,
had a bloody good year. Runner-up, best and fairest, under
Okay.
21 player of the year. I just thought, after all the talk of the grand finals I lost or didn't win,
needed to
I
pump up your
needed
own
to pump
tyres.
myself up a bit. So
that was pre-Port Melbourne.
No, that was after Port Melbourne.
And you were 21.
Yeah, well, I was like 19 and 20
Oh, were you?
at Port Melbourne. I was,
Wow,
I was just a kid, mate.
Just a pup.
Kid. And I was a bit different from you because I went to a VFL club and they actually wanted me.
Ah.
Yeah.
I went uninvited.
You
And they asked me to leave.
invited. I got an invite.
We both, at the end of the day, we both spent time at a VFL club.
That's right. I mean, you were there for about 10 minutes.
If that.
If that. Anyway, so to be honest, I was sort of, I was a bit at the Dorset Gardens Hotel, emceeing the presentation night, and to be honest, I was sort of, in my head, I'm thinking, it's a bit of a, how good's it going to go? Because I did it last year, and last year they went a bit upmarket. They went to the Brunswick Ballroom.
Wow, in Brunswick.
In Brunswick.
It's a fair way from...
It's a long way away.
Why would they do that? That would have raised a few eyebrows.
Well, it did with the older supporters and the life members who have sort of haven't left East Ringwood for 350 years.
The youngins would have loved it. Other side of town.
Youngies sort of don't mind it, but still it's a hike out.
It's a massive
It's
hike.
a huge hike. And,
Bad decision, I'd say.
Bad decision. And that was the talk of the town on Saturday night. Well, this is what happened, because last year it was a shit show. It was like the sound was horrific. I got up there and there was a big, as you can imagine, there was a big ballroom. So the big round ballroom.
It's in the title.
No, it was in Brunswick as well. What are the odds? So big round ballroom that just wasn't getting used, like a big dance floor. It was like Dancing with the Stars, except there was no stars.
So there was...
Sonia Kruger wasn't there. It was seated, but they were all seated...
Yeah. The dance floor of death. The dance floor of death.
Dance floor of death. And this was absolutely unbelievable. This was like death on a stick out there. It was like Point Break.
Yep.
So
paddled New Zealand.
That's what it was. So I got up last year and I told a few... No one could hear me, so I'm just getting crickets. So I said, I bailed after about 2 minutes. Go, this isn't working. Then I run through the night and everyone was just saying like... all you could hear was like, you know, when you sort of talk and the sound wasn't, it was just rubbish.
Yep.
It was just rubbish. And it sort of helped in the end, because what happened was right near the end of that's the thing with presentation nights now as well, though. They can drag on a bit because you've got 18s, you've got reserves, you've got seniors, you've got netball, you've got women's. She's a long night. She's a long night. It's a great night.
It's a great night.
It's a bit of eye candy for the blokes, a bit of eye candy for the women.
I'm meant to be emceeing one Thursday night.
Yeah.
At Darley Footy Club. And they have it. They have presentations. First presentation is at 7:30.
Yep.
The last presentation, and this is to the what do you call it? The schedule.
Yep.
In this, and they never under schedule, is at 11:30.
Oh, glad I fucking didn't agree to fucking sub in for that gig, mate. You might struggle getting someone to fill in for you there, mate.
Yeah, well, I've got someone in the waiting backup, and I haven't told him that bit of info. That's for sure.
Fuck, mate. So this was so last year, like I said, this is what happened. So we about to go to a break. No one knew who was going to be the senior
BNF.
best BNF.
Yep.
But what I've done, I've gone, all right, we'll go to a quick break and then we'll come back and we'll present James Bearlow with the best and fairest. And I looked back at me mate Heinzie, who was doing all the multimedia stuff. He goes, you just fucking said who won. And I looked around, and because the sound was so shit, no one fucking heard it anyway. So I go, thank God. Yeah. So I stuffed that up. So I was sort of thinking, if it's anything like... But the Dorset Gardens was great. It was... Mate, it's near East Ringwood. You're back in the old hood, the old stomping ground. It was great to see there were life members there who...
Everyone knows your name.
Everyone knows my
Not
name.
everyone.
A lot of people don't know my name.
No one knows your name.
No, not many people. But I did introduce myself, so that was all right. And so that was good. Saw some old blokes I played footy with. A couple of Bantitos.
Oh, yeah.
Gadget. And
That's our part of town out there.
Cam
that's
Taylor
Banter's
and
heartland out
Candace
there.
Taylor.
Candace?
Yep, Candace Taylor. They're married.
Ah, yeah.
Gadget and Candace. So they're Bantitos.
Gadget, long arms?
Oh, he did. He that's why they called him Gadget.
I thought
Inspector
so.
Gadget.
Why,
and plus he had a helicopter that pop out of his head. And he'd just fly away sometimes.
Wow,
and
quite the backman.
Dr. Claw hated him.
Absolutely. You know you're Inspector Gadget.
Oh, yeah, mate.
Inspector
Yeah,
Gadget.
and he's got a kid called Penny and a dog called Brian.
I don't think it was his daughter, was it?
No, I don't know. That's a weird setup.
Cluey kid.
Some cluey kid. And
With a
Brain. Brain was the dog.
Dog or cat?
I think it was a dog.
Brain.
Yeah. Oh, well, anyone who's into the Inspector Gadget, let us know. So night went well. It was great to see a lot of the old life members. And the great thing about having a function at the Dorset Gardens Hotel is what happens is you get complimentary entry into the nightclub.
Fuck yeah.
The old dirty Dorset.
It
used to be over 28s. I've been there a few times when it was over 28s, and you just
grab a granny.
Grab a granny. Although it didn't matter if you were 20 or 22.
Nah,
I think they weren't checking your IDs. Go, hang on, mate, you're 27.
Yep.
Get out of here, you knob. No. So I thought it was about 11 o'clock by the time I'd had a couple of mid strengths and a few of the footballers, a few guys who I knew, and then a few of the girls who I sort of knew through the women's football. Come on, Buddha, come on, are you coming next door? I said, I don't know about that. I know my wife's in Vanuatu.
Yep.
I know my wife's in Vanuatu, but I don't need to be going to the bloody dirty Dorset.
No.
Bloody Evan Hocking, for fuck's sake.
You are over 28, though.
I'm 41, so I'm probably still pretty old for the over 28s, but now it's just a regular nightclub.
Okay.
They're running out of nightclubs out in the east, so they've got to open it up to everyone. So I thought, fuck, I'll go in for one beer.
That's the worst that could happen.
What is the worst thing that can happen? And sort of, you walk around and there was a big line, which
is crazy.
I sort of peeked over the top and a few of the girls, old Steph who was there, and she goes, Buddha, come on, jump in line, jump in. I'm looking at it and I'm like, how long you been waiting for? It was probably about 10 metres. I go, I'm not waiting to go into this fucking shithole. And you're looking at the clientele that are maybe waiting there, and it was not high society.
No, it was a bit of a melting pot of all different types.
If you sort of looked at it, you go, this could be a Centrelink line.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
A bit rough around the edges.
Yeah, there was one older lady called Deb.
Yep.
Who she was literally wearing like a dressing gown.
Okay.
So it wasn't like she dressed up and thought I'm going to put a jacket on. She was literally wearing a dressing gown.
Well, sometimes if you go out with the intention of meeting a man and staying at someone's house, you've got to be prepared.
She lived over the road. She walked there. She literally walked there.
So she just had a shower, was about to go to bed, looked out the window.
She's looked at her 9 cats.
Fuck, the Dorset's going all right tonight. I might.
Dirty Dorset. She's a member, so she gets free entry.
Fucking members. That's like the MCC.
Yeah,
up themselves.
That's it, mate.
Just up themselves.
Got to wait for someone to die to get the Dorset membership. Yeah,
or you can just sign the form at the front.
That's right. But unlike the MCC, when you go into the Dirty Dorset, you are not drinking out of glass, mate.
No, or wearing a collar.
It is plastic all the way, mate.
Yep.
You know a nightclub's dodgy when it says on the door, it says no hoodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No hoodies.
No hoodies.
It's a bit rough, isn't it?
Well, they're trying to judge. Anyway, I ended up
smarting the joint up. Know your crowd, Dorset.
Know your crowd.
Know your clientele, Dorset.
Yeah. I mean,
Dorset's Creek.
Dorset's Creek, mate. Dorset's Creek. So they should just get people in there in balaclavas, judging by the look of some of these. Whoa, jeez, it was bad. And anyway, so I go, all right. The girls squeezed me in, and we waited, and then put the old ID up to the scanner.
That's always a good sign, isn't it?
That's always good.
That's a sure sign that someone recently has been killed in this joint.
We need proof
of
who you are. So I walk in there, and all the girls, hey, Budsy, you're in. Yeah, I'm in. And I'm looking at it. I felt so out of place. This was like...
Were you pissed?
No, because I was driving.
Ugh.
So I'd had like 2 mid-strengths and a red wine, and I thought I went straight to the bar.
That's what those places like that. You know, other places don't let you in if you're too pissed. Places like that shouldn't let you in if you're sober, because they were like, if this guy comes in sober,
this gets out.
He's going to fucking suss. He's going to see her shit. He's going to see the rats floating around. He's going to see old Ma in her fucking pajamas over there.
Well, that was one of the problems with the night. It was too light. Like, you could see other people. When you go to a nightclub, it's got to be dark. And it wasn't like it was all there was a lot of empty space. You know, I'm looking at the DJ. The DJ looked like someone's dodgy uncle. Yeah. It looks like he didn't have any flair of a DJ. Like, he didn't rock up going, my career as a DJ is going well. I'm doing the dirty Dorset on a Saturday night. Yeah. He was going through the motions. There was one of those. It looked like I'd gone back to 1983 or something. It was like, even the disco lights were like old school. It was like I was getting one that had just hit me in the eye and go, Jesus.
Did they have that glow thing where your dandruff would glow and shit like that?
Well, they didn't have any of those lights. You couldn't get to. It was light. It was literally you're walking round
like daytime.
It was like daytime. I go, this is not with the clientele. You want to get this joint as dark as you can possibly fucking get it.
You want it like middle of the night stuff.
Well, it's literally like
eclipse.
Like, you know, at the end of the night when the ugly lights come on.
Yep.
Like no one would have got shocked because everyone could see how ugly everyone was already.
What do they do at the end of the night? Put on fucking spotlights and just blow everyone's retinas out of their head.
They had to. Like, this was, and I went to the toilet at one stage to go for a piss, and there's blokes coming in doing coke. I'm like, if you're doing coke at the Dorset on a Saturday night, your life is not going that well.
Yeah, maybe you need coke.
Maybe you.
I don't think there's a drug strong enough to make the Dorset mildly entertaining.
No, you're sort of looking around, and even if I was I'm married, obviously, but you're looking around and you're going, geez, it is slim pickings in here.
Yeah, a bit rough.
I mean, apart from all the East Ringwood footballers and netballers who came in, who dressed up to the nines, everyone else is rocking in cargo pants and jumpers and bandanas and hats. People wearing hats. You'd be a hat at a nightclub kind of guy, wouldn't you?
Yeah, otherwise the disco ball or the disco lights beam off my head and put people's eyes out.
There you go. Yeah. So I just woofed that beer down as quick as I could. I go, what the fuck am I doing here?
Beers never taste. Look, there's good plastic cups and there's bad plastic cups. Were they the disposable ones or the?
Nah, I think they might have been rewashed, but I know there's
fucking rank.
When I do Kings of Comedy in the city, they do it at the Colonial Hotel.
Yep.
And sometimes you'll have a water. Just a soda water out of one of the plastic cups, and it tastes like fucking Red Bull and shit like that. You go, this joint is scummy.
It's got a big fucking lippy on the side. It's still half a herpy on it.
Yeah, it's not like half a herpy.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah. So, no, but like I said, it was a great night. It was great to get back to East Ringwood.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks to everyone who, it was great to see so many people, to Gadge and Candice. But, I will not be going back to the fucking Dorset Gardens.
You didn't get a membership?
No, Deb sort of put me off it. So I don't think I need to be seeing Deb anymore.
Dirty Deb at
the Dirty Dorset. So, but
Dorset
good
Deb.
Good times.
The best times.
Good stuff. But what's going on, mate?
No, mate, I think
we're pretty much done.
Bloody, we've overcooked this.
We have overcooked this.
This one's sticking to the hot plate.
Hey, big one. You got a heap of gigs coming up. I've got Geelong Comedy Festival, Thursday the 26th of October, Friday the 27th of October. I'll post the link in the description on Apple Podcasts and all that kind of stuff, on YouTube. Get down.
And
Thursday and a Friday night.
Don't just turn up like a weirdo. Bring a fucking crew.
Bring a crew.
Have
a listen. If you use the code Buddha, BUDDAH, you get $20 tickets instead of $25 tickets.
Whoa.
So,
and also with a Dorset membership.
You get a Dorset membership and you get a dressing gown.
Tickets are $400 for the Dorset nightclub membership.
Yeah, so jump on that. I'll post the link because I need to pump that. I'm going to record the Friday night.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yep. So
shit on my head.
This could go one or two ways. So I need people there.
Yeah, you want people there if you're recording it. That's for sure.
Exactly
That's fucking
right.
ballsy. How much? Are you getting someone to do it?
Some young kid, Isaac Jones, hit me up.
Isaac Jones.
Yeah,
cool name.
Yeah, fucking hell. Tall guy, plays a bit of basketball.
Does he? Isaac Jones. I bet he can dunk.
Oh, he can. I've seen him dunk.
Fuck, that's Isaac for you.
Oh, mate.
Jones, basketball Jones.
So he hit me up and goes, do you want me to record your show? I said, yeah, what do you charge? Blah, blah, blah. I said, yep. And within 5 minutes, he goes, here's my invoice.
Was he charged?
It's $400 for 3-camera setup. 3-camera setup.
Okay.
And all that. That's pretty good. That's good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and I thought, sometimes you've got to spend money to make money.
That's true. Or spend money to lose money.
That's right. That's right. So,
well, yeah, so I hope it's a good gig. So what night's that?
Friday, the 27th of October. If you know anyone in Geelong, I'll put it up on the Good Banter Instagram. I'll put it on my own. Evan Hocking. Jump on it. I need to pack the room.
My sisters live in Geelong. I'll bloody...
your sisters, yeah, get them down there.
I'll get them down there.
Do you reckon they like my humour?
Not sure, but they do have a Dorset membership, so
nice.
$400 for them.
Yep. So do that. And what do you got coming up? You're going to be at the Sporting Globe.
Yeah, the Snorton Globe
Globe with Limo.
Knox with Limo.
So Benny McEwen, get down there. And
so when's
Fleur,
that, next Thursday?
Nah. You're like the 6th of October or something. It's on a Friday. You posted it today.
Did I? Fucking hell. That's the pocket posted it.
Pocket posted. Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
that's my socials are all over the shop.
Yep.
I want a little fart to finish off.
Yeah, jump on the
Little
pocket post. Jump on the Patreon. The Patreon.
Yep, get on it.
A bit slow. Hopefully
we're putting a bit of stuff up.
The Q&A's come up. The second one is up there by now. Hopefully.
Yep, I'll do another Tommy time tomorrow.
Do another Tommy time.
So I've got to drive from Gisborne at that gig where I'm interviewing Sam.
That'd be good.
Down to the Conti.
Yeah. We'll find out how the gig went.
Yeah.
With Sam.
Yep. So I'll talk about that. I could go for 2 hours. It's got to fucking drive 2 hours to the Conti.
That's tough.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, jump on the Instagram. Get on the YouTube. Subscribe and follow Good Banter on the Apple Podcast, on Spotify, because then it pops up.
Yep.
You wake up Thursday morning, bang, there it is.
Bang.
We're there. So
tell your friends, for fuck's sake.
Yep, give it a share.
Don't keep it a secret.
No, don't.
Don't let us
do
be
that.
your dirty little secret.
No, we don't want to be that.
Share us around.
Use us. Abuse us.
Like a herpy on a plastic beer
cup
at the
Dirty Dorset.
Bloody
share it round. Deb would want you to.
That's the way Deb would have liked it.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's another episode of Good Banter.
Good Banter.